Hey, so I hope everyone had a great weekend as we begin into a new week. Unfortunately, today is actually my Friday, so I got 2 days off. What a relief. This weekend has been busy. A lot has happened at my job, but I am happy that I get to de-stress, and relax for the next 2 days. So I'm going to work on blogging and also work on a story that I'm writing. And I'm also going to be playing The Sims. But tomorrow I want to go to a lesbian bookstore that's down here in Atlanta, downtown. So I'm supposed to be going to that tomorrow. And I might actually go out to eat at an Indian restaurant that I really, really, really enjoy going to. My life changing goal. But anywho, so tonight's topic is how many people are you dating and how many people are you talking to? I've come to realize that when dating, people tend to date multiple people. And I've heard a lot of people say the reason why they do so is because it's easier to get to know someone and learn about how they want to be treated while in a relationship, and also that it's they don't want to waste time because they say you focus on one person and then something happens and then the relationship just completely ends or just goes sour or it's tragic. And I can understand that thinking, that logic, but I find it really difficult to date multiple people because just say you're dating one person and you're attracted to this person, and you think that everything's going to go nice, so you cut everybody off, and then sometimes down the line you find out this person has, I don't know, this like really tragic thing, or just like they got 3 felonies and they got kids, and you just never know. What up, Monica? I can see you. So yeah, I just don't know how I feel about dating multiple people. And personally, I can't date multiple people because I think you need to take time with one person, invest in that person, and then as you come to know that person and you realize, okay, maybe we're not meant to be together, you break up with that person and you move on. But some people say that takes too long, like just date multiple people and it's quicker because you're not wasting time. Uh, I don't know about wasting time. I just feel as like you have to give people a chance to show you who they are. So, and you're not going to know a person in a matter of 4 dates and 8 hours on the phone. People change. Like, how are they going to react when they meet your family, or how are they going to react when they're under stress and under pressure? You just never know. So that was for you, Monica. Yeah, so you just never know. So that's why I don't personally date multiple people. And also it's because I'm really super sensitive. Hey, cuz, I see you. What up? So also it's just inconsiderate to be dating several people. But however, last night I went to Docs and I came across some women who were like, they kind of corrected me. They was like, you kind of have to date multiple people to understand who you want to be with. And I'm just like, I get that, but if you got 5 different people you're talking to, that's 5 different personalities, and that's 5 different person ambitions. That's just 5 different, just everything. And you're talking about, oh, I just want to see how this person is, and then it might not go. It might not go the way I want it to be. So we might end up breaking up. So why not just take the time to date, multiple people? But I'm like, you can still date that one person because, like, what happens if the relationship goes sour and you cut everyone off, and the person you decided to be with, she wasn't what you thought it was, but you try to go back and talk to the people that you were first originally talking to, they're not going to be interested in talking to you. What up, Jay? So I just personally don't think dating multiple people is the way to go. Unfortunately, I am new to dating, especially coming out in the lesbian community. I've only dated a few women, and out of the few, I dated separately. And every time they will ask me, like, how many people are you talking to? And I just thought, like, what do you mean? How many people I'm talking to? Like, you? And then they would look at me like, either one would look at me like, yeah, I doubt that you're a player. Or then they would look at me like, okay, you're different. And then, they'll feel a little bit more comfortable and they open up to me, which is cool. But Monica says, the law of large numbers increases your chances of meeting someone special. True. But at the same time, if you're meeting all of these people, how do you really fully invest in them? Like, how do you know? Okay, let me learn to scroll down as I'm doing this. This is so new. I guess you can meet in art. I guess that's true. But how do you fully invest in getting to know someone? Like, when I first started dating, I'm hella shy. I'm nervous. I'm awkward. It's hard for me to like really open up because like one, I'm trying to understand who you are, and then I'm still like getting over those butterflies or like just the first encounters. So I clamp up. Switch Jackson says dating 3 people is okay. 5 is too damn many, but 3 is perfect. Oh my God, all these people dating. Okay, I feel old. uh Monica, they being insecure and was fishy. Yeah, they were. They were fishing. Trust me. I had one person who told me that she was dating multiple people, and then I asked another girl, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm not dating anyone." And then like weeks later, she was in a full relationship. I was just like, if you're not talking to multiple people, how are you in a relationship? Which means you were talking to someone the whole entire time. So I had to learn the hard way about that. So I have never actually had a girlfriend. So this is new to me. I've always been in like the talking stages, and the talking stages never really got to anything either. I found like one time I was dating this one girl, and I thought she would have been perfect, but then she was like, and by the way, I have 3 felons. And I was just like, I can't do jack diddly shit with you. I can't travel. And it's not funny, but it was just like, I mean, love will make you do some things like you don't choose who you fall in love with, but I want to RV across country. I want to do different things. So that ended pretty quickly. And I got back in the dating scene. Um, and it's just been hard. Like, and I guess I probably should date because then you end up, like you said, the law of dating multiple people, you end up finding somebody. But I just don't think I can fully invest in someone. And I feel kind of like I'm using the person or playing with their hearts if I am talking to multiple people, because I'm like, I might be using you, and you might, I'm not giving you the full benefit of the doubt because I'm not really investing time to see you in all aspects of life. So I don't know. I take my time. But perhaps I should date multiple people so I can hopefully meet that special someone. We'll see. We'll see where this life takes me. But right now, I'm still dating one person at a time. She says with 2 fingers up. Anyway, another thing that I came across was that they were telling me that it's actually good to date multiple people because you start to learn how you want to be treated. And in my head, I was like, you should have like an idea how you want to be treated before you even start dating. Jay Dizzle, be yourself and have fun, but also be aware of who you are dating and stop being scared to explore people. Okay, I definitely can see dating people and exploring them, but then while you're dating, let's say for instance, you're dating this one chick and you go out with her, you go out for like to like let's say movie theaters, and you had several dates with her at a restaurant, and now you're at the point where you feel comfortable enough to go sit at a picnic. What would happen if you're dating to another person and she comes along, she's more spunky or has like this personality that's outgoing, she's cute, and you're like, okay, I really like this girl. So now you put down the girl you were first originally talking to talk to this new person that just came out of nowhere. And as you start talking and you're realizing that, you have a little bit of a connection, you put her down, the first girl. But as you start actually getting to know the girl and you're like, okay, we're officially cutting everyone off and it's going to just be me and you. you start realizing she might be bipolar or schizophrenic. She has a baby daddy issue who's really jealous. Like, you start finding all these issues that arise. How would you have known that had you taken the time to invest in that one person and seen where it went, instead of putting down the person you put down because, oh, this shiny new person came along, and now you're making a bad mistake because this girl has all these issues. So I guess that's my logic behind it. Date cuddle at least 2 people. I'm so bad. I can't juggle people. I'm not a liar. Like, I'll be like, oh shit, and by the way, I'm talking to this person. I will be totally honest. So I don't have a poker face. I do not have a poker face. So I'm just saying that, like, how is that possible? Where, you take the chances of dating this one person, and then you find out that they have all these issues, got a bad credit score, got a warrant out for their arrest, got all these freaking issues, and you put down the person who was just mild, meek, and well-mannered, and you just gave her a chance. It takes 3 to 4 months. Switch Jackson says it takes 3 to 4 months for a person's true self to appear. You're right about that. But when you first start dating, and you're dating multiple people, you're not really getting that person's true self. You're getting the facade. Everyone want to put on their best face forward when dating. So they don't want you to know what their skeletons are just yet. So you really don't know. And then let's say, oh, you start talking to the person, things go right. Okay, I want to cut everybody off. And now you're taking the time to actually invest in them. And then, I have 4 kids, and all of them are different men, and all of them are actually in my life. Like, I have to still maintain that. On top of that, invite me to your video chat. How the hell you do that? Because Quay was supposed to be here, and she never showed up. So let's talk, Jay Dizzle. I think I did that right. I don't know. I just feel as though it's difficult. And I never actually had, like, even when I thought I was straight and I was trying to be something that I wasn't, I never dated multiple guys. I always had, like, one person at a time. And I never actually pursued my guys. They pursued me. So, and that's another thing that's different. Like, I'm not getting that same, I can't say that because I am. It's just, I'm not getting the right attention that I want, which sucks. Switch Jackson. Hey, Cuzzo, that should be asked at the jump. I asked you, are you on medication? Are you a criminal? Do you sell drugs? I asked you all these questions beforehand, but people still lie. Like, people lie. Like, she could say, nah, I'm not on medication. Nah, I don't have any felons. Nah, I don't sell drugs. And then you cut everybody off. 2 weeks later, cops at the door. And she's a wanted criminal. I'm just saying, people lie. So that's another reason why, like, you say you're wasting time. But I find it easier to date one person, get to see them, get them in a position where I am seeing them like 24/7. And when that eventually happens, I can, like, start to see their true self, because it's going to come out. Whereas if I'm talking to 5 people, I'm spreading myself thin, because, like, I have to now spread my time with each of these 5 individuals. And I might not get the same reaction because, like, let's say we're always meeting in public places, or we're meeting, like, in places where there's a lot of people, or it's just not that intimate situation. People also hide things. So I can understand that, asking those questions, but people lie. And if they do this, it is wise wait 3 to 4 months. So for those 3 to 4 months, you're dating let's say 2 people. That's what you said. I just feel as though, like, I had one girl when I was dating her. She had called me and was like, she was like, I called to see if you want to go out. And I was like, sure. And then her next statement was, I called because, the other girl I was talking to didn't show up. So I figured you would want to do. I immediately told her, I don't want to date you. Like, No, you don't call me because now you're telling me you're choosing me as a second option. And I don't like that because I feel as though I'm going to give you priority. You should give me priority. But I guess that is why it happened. Monica Gross, there will be an opportunity cost when you invest time in anyone. People have to make it through the levels to achieve the prize. Make them work. You're right. You do have to make them work. And then making them work, it's kind of like you get to see if they really are invested in you, because if they really want you, they're going to push for you. They're going to, like, constantly like, oh, I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you, like, and they're going to go out their way to show admiration, or their love or their interest. They're not going to take their time, with like, oh, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. They're not going to blow you off. So I guess it is good to have those levels. I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually try dating more. I kind of been out of the loop. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I'm trying to get back into like my weight loss goal, my journey, getting my career together. So I haven't really had time to invest. And then even the people who I've come across, like, I don't think they were ready to date either. So I kind of like stepped away, and in stepping away, it's been really difficult to do that because, like, I want to settle down and I want to find that right person, but sometimes you got to focus on getting yourself together, and then while you're getting yourself together, the person might just come along and step right into your life. So who knows? But I do know for a fact, I feel as though everyone has their own way of dating, and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking anything. Like, do you? It's your life. But I know for a fact that it's hard for me to invest in different people and talk to them, because then I start, I don't know, I feel like I'm lying to them. I feel like I'm cheating. And I'm a very loyal person. So if I'm saying I'm dating you, I'm gonna date you until there's reasons why I should stop dating you. And that's it. And I get over it. But I don't know. I guess dating multiple people gives you an opportunity to not waste time, but then I don't see you fully investing in the person because, like I said, when I first start dating, I'm shy. I'm so shy. I'm awkward. I'm really like, my conversations are minimal. You kind of have to draw it out, and then once you get to know me, I start to show myself and show you who I am. Switch Jackson, that's a must to get yourself together. Exactly. You have to get yourself together. Because if you don't get yourself together, you're gonna fall for anything, as they say. Know who you are, know thyself. But I just know one thing, I'm for certain, I want somebody who is genuine, like takes time is to actually ask questions and probe, because like sometimes when we're dating people, they don't really think, they might have different issues. Got that right. LOL. Exactly, Monica. You just never know. Like, let's say, for instance, you meet this girl, she's beautiful, and you think that she's like your world. But then as you start to talk to her, you find out that she's don't really know if she's ready to be a lesbian, and or she's ready to settle with another woman. Like, she's like in that crossroads. Some people say they would just automatically end that relationship right there. Other people might give her a chance. But let's say you don't give her that chance to prove herself, and because you're like, oh, she's bi, she's gonna take the chance and date me as another woman. I got a message. I cannot read messages, or maybe I can. I don't know how, but people are messaging me, and I don't know how to read them. So yeah. But let's say you don't give her that chance because oh, she's bisexual, but later on down the line, you find out the reason why she's saying that she's bisexual is because she's fearful of actually coming out and being true to herself. And you stop dating her right then because, oh, she's bisexual. I mean, she's going to go back to a guy. You just never know. People have different reasons for choices that they make in their life. And it takes time for you to find out those reasons. You just can't like, oh, well, I saw something that was negative, so I got to get rid of you. I love you, Monica. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's just me. Like, I like to figure out what people are thinking, and then like go from there. Like, I want to see where you're coming from. And once I see where you're coming from, I'm like, okay, now I need to make a decision. Do I really want to continue talking to this person and go a step further, or do I want to just go ahead and end it because this is not going to go anywhere? So it's really hard. I don't know. And then another thing, like, I guess with dating, like multiple people, you just end up losing like who the person is because you're trying to balance and juggle all of these different people. And then let's say you're not being honest with them and tell them that you're dating multiple people. What are you going to do then? Jay Dizza, okay, take your time to get to know that person, because let's be realistic. Everyone you're going to meet has issues, and some issues aren't like others, but you need to probably write what you want out of a woman. I know it's new, but you know your worth. So when you do meet a person, don't settle for less. Just settle for less. Know where you are at in your life and find that person that has something going further. That's true. You do look for someone who has something that's going for them, and you do try to be realistic. Like, that's one reason why I keep posting like about having expectations too high. That's another thing. People want to have like they're 60 and get ready to go into their 70s. So I'm still fucking single. I'm like, well, how high are your expectations? Like, you can't expect everyone to be everything on your list because nobody is perfect. And then people need time to grow, and to get to their stages in life. And I know people say don't settle for less, but sometimes you have to build the person that you want to get them to who they need to be, because it might take you coming in and just like, okay, I see that you're struggling. I see that your credit is really bad. I see that you want to get a house and everything, but the job that you're working at ain't the best one. Okay, let me see your resume. Let me see your experience. Let me see how I can finagle your resume to get you to where you can be. Or, hey, sis, I see your credit is bad. You got all these damn student loans. Okay, let's see what we can do. We're going to start paying. We're going to start making payment plans. We're going to start doing this. You can build them up. Money is not always an issue. It shouldn't always be an issue when it comes to dating someone. Of course, you don't date somebody who got a gambling problem, because they might gamble your damn house away. But you still can look at the situation and be like, okay, if the person is trying and they're trying to put forth their first effort to get to the next level in life, you can help them to get there. You don't just like cut them off. They're like, oh, well, you're not at the financial bracket of where I need you to be. So, oh, ta-ta. No, it doesn't work that way. People have different paths and roads and journeys and things they must go through to get to where they want to be. So that's another reason why I totally agree with you that you shouldn't settle, but at the same time, you should be realistic and be like, how can I make a relationship work with this person? Because at the end of the day, it's about compromise and communication, about taking the time to get to know the person. And if you compromise in a relationship, I think you will build a happy marriage. And that's the goal. I mean, at least that's my goal. Like, I want to be married. Monica Gross, don't expect things from others. Help them if they are worth it. True. You only help them if they're worth it. Of course. But if they are worth it, and you see that they're okay, I'm on the grind. I really want this. And they're pushing. Okay, I'm definitely going to take my time to invest, because this person is working that hard to get their life together. Maybe they'll also work that hard to make our relationship go the way it's supposed to go. Versus, oh, babe, I'm unemployed. Hell, I'm gonna just sit here and smoke another blunt and just be sitting on my ass. No, I want them to be like, okay, sweetie, the bills are due. We have this much that needs to be made. Let's get it together. Let's get on our grind. Like, that motivating. That's a good relationship. Switch Jackson. Yes, you can help them only if they are worth it. Definitely. If they ain't worth the time, then you wasting your time. But I'm sorry, I can't really help a felon. Like, I really don't. Like, and maybe if I had one and I was like, I was in that path or maybe if I had like lots and lots of money where it didn't no longer matter, I could see doing that. Like, I'm going for it. But if I'm just an ordinary person and you talk about you got 5 felons and you still talking to your probation officer, that's a little bit difficult, because one day I want to be able to travel to Paris. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to fucking Italy. Like, I want to do it all. And then when you have a felon, those countries don't want to take you. Like, you can't get a passport, you can't travel, it's hard for you to get an apartment. It's a lot of stress. And I can deal with somebody who's like, oh, I'm in debt because I had student loans, or, my mom had medical bills, or I ended up having cancer and now my medical bills are like, those are life situational things. Like, you were thinking to either better yourself with getting an education, and now you have this ton of debt, or something just happened that impacted you in your health, and now you had to take care of your health. But that can eventually be taken care of. It just takes about sitting down and planning, and knowing that the person is willing to work to make that happen, and not just waste time in your time because they don't really care. Like, they get to the point where they don't care about life. Switch Jackson. And make sure the helping their own credit. True, and not messing up your credit while their credit's already shot. That's a horrible situation. Like, that's one thing I noticed when I started dating. When I started talking to studs in particular, a lot of them were heartbroken. They had a lot of trust issues. Like, they automatically labeled me as having, like, associating, like, oh, you're gonna lie to me, you're gonna do this, you're gonna be this, and all these negative traits. Like, one girl was telling me that, oh, you're probably talking to multiple people. On top of that, you probably got a nigga somewhere. And I'm just like, okay, I feel the hurt. I'm guessing you must have dated somebody in your past who screwed you over. So now you have all these assumptions that the next person you're dating are going to treat you the same way. And that's messed up, because you can't have those assumptions and expectations. That's another form of expectations, while dating someone, because you just never know. Like, I'm realistic. You got to give me that chance to see me instead of already having it in your mind of who I am, because you've been through something that end up hurting you and breaking your heart. So that was another thing that I came across when dating. Another thing is, I think heartache. When we think about dating people don't think about loyalty. Sometimes they date for, like, just to have fun, and I'm like, fun is fun, but you have to be in a position where you know where you want to go with the relationship. You just don't just, like, date somebody because, oh, it's just like, oh, it's for fun. Because you might end up investing in that person. That person might actually fall in love with you, and all while you're sitting here like, it's just something. It's just a phase. I'm just trying to, have some fun, get my jollies. She gives great head, da 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 da. You just never know. That person is slowly following with you. So that's another reason why you don't do that. You don't lead people on. Jay Dizzle, you can only someone if they want help. You can only help someone if they want help, because you may think they are worth it, but ain't shit. That's so damn true. You have some people that is hungry for success in their life, but you have to sit back and watch them put effort in what they need to do. That's true. I think when they take that initiative and that effort, in my eyes, it makes me, like, have more of a connection and love for them, because I'm like, I know that you're pushing, and I know that you have that drive and that ambition and that willpower, and that, like, I'm gonna get what I want, because I'm not gonna be in this position in life, and I'm gonna get to that next level. I think that would endear me to you more, because you have that drive. Switch Jackson. There are some insecure ass women, and women that's beautiful, and they don't know who to handle them, so they assume shit. Shaking my head. What a damn shame. Yeah, they do assume things, and when you start assuming things, you end up hurting people and blocking your own blessing. You don't even know who that person is, because you had all these assumptions, and now you got these assumptions. You thinking, oh, she gonna hurt me. She gonna do this and this and this and this. Yeah, the person could be genuine and real and offering you everything on a string, but you don't even know it, because you think everything she does is a lie. Monica, do you feel controlled by your desire for a monogamous relationship? No, I don't feel controlled, Monica. I cannot date. I cannot. I mean, I can love two people, but then when I say there's love, like, I love you. I love you like a friend. I love you like a family member. I love you like someone who I know is in my corner. And then there's I love you. And that's like, I love you because like I saw who you are and I saw how you treat me and I saw the way you make me feel. I saw not I like the way you make me feel. Like it's that love, that sexual connection. I can't be polygamous. Like I really can't. It's really hard. Welcome, Quay. You finally joined in. um, it's really hard for me to have multiple feelings because I feel as though when you're dating someone, it's already hard to date one person. And now you want to bring three different people and three different personalities into this relationship. Someone is bound to either get hurt or feel more attached to someone because it's just I just think it's hard. I mean, so I have heard of successful polyamorous relationships where there are three people. It's just not my thing, and I don't feel like it's a patriarchal society is in control. It's just my natural thing. Like maybe if it was, I don't know, if maybe it was like more common where people were dating four people or three people. I don't know, but still, I just think it's difficult because like I feel as though people get jealous, like really jealous, and then they start feeling, oh, you're not giving me the attention that I need because you're giving the other person, all the attention. Like there's bound to be some jealousy. Quay, hey Nico, yes, I'm here for this amazing conversation. About time. I was waiting for you to come check in. So the topic is like dating multiple people. So I don't know how to actually bring on. Nope, I'm trying to figure it out. Wait, how do I do it? I do not know how to add someone into a conversation on my laptop. We're gonna figure this out. This is a homework project for me to do later on. But I don't know. It's just I want to be with one woman and I want to settle down with one woman and I want children with this one woman. And I want a house. Like so much that I want. Like I want to go RVing across country and Quay, I can't do it. I would never be in a poly relationship. Monica, with the smirk. I guess it's possible. It's just I don't think I have that personality type to initiate and maintain a relationship in a poly relationship. I just think eventually somebody's bound to get jealous. And eventually, because of that jealousy, either two people gonna be together or nobody gonna be together. And I don't want to risk that. I'd rather just date one person, get to know them, be happy, and then if the shit fails, move on. And after my heart has mended and I'm over the person and I'm fully ready to move on, then do so. But it's difficult trying to invest in several different people. It's just the same way trying to date multiple people. You just never know how they're going to change and how they're going to react. And even then, you can know somebody and date them for 6 months, and then all of a sudden they might have a problem that you never knew about, and they never knew about it. It just happened. It just happened because life happened. So that's another reason why like it's difficult. But I guess trying to fill people out and see how they fit in your life is the goal. And that's the reason why you date, because you just want to see how they fit into your life. And then you also don't want to waste time. But either way, if the relationship failed, you wasted time because the relationship failed. So I don't think you should look at a waste of time as an excuse to not want to date, as a reason to date multiple people. I think you should look at it as, okay, I'm dating this person. I'm going to invest in them for a little bit, see how they go in public places. I'm going to do it in private place. I want to see them under stress. I want to see them when, I just want to see them in all aspects of life and just give them a chance to actually let their true selves come out. Like I said, it's difficult. I just think dating is difficult too because we are trying to share lives with somebody, and to share a life with somebody can be hard. We all have our issues. We got jealousy. We got, problems at home. And it's just, dating can be hard. And I noticed that my experience with dating has been Yeah, it hasn't been that good. But then again, I'm only in a year out of the closet, and out of the year out of the closet, I've met some great women. I've met a lot of different personalities. I've had people tell me, that they were almost got married to somebody and the person left them at the altar. I had someone tell me that they were engaged and the girl ended up leaving them for a man. Like, I've heard so many like sob stories and heartaches that it's kind of made me leery. But at the same time, I don't let those stories and experience, have make me have assumptions or expectations about the person I'm going to date eventually. I let it know, and then I let them explain themselves and explain their experiences. But there is a lot of heartache out there. And I feel as though one thing, when I started reading a lot of lesbian romance stories, I noticed that the romance stories didn't really end happily. Like, they wasn't a happily ever after. It was like semi happy, like maybe we'll be in a relationship. There's a possibility there will be a relationship. It was never like, and then we lived happily ever after. That story doesn't quite. It hasn't. I haven't read the story like that yet. I'm not saying it's not out there. I just haven't read it yet. Which is another reason why I'm afraid when it comes to dating, because I don't want to be in my 50s talking about, oh, I'm waiting for the right person. I got all these expectations. I have a list of wants and I'm not going to settle. But then maybe while you were talking to those 20 people you talked to in the past, one of them was actually the one, but you didn't like them at the time because they did X, Y, and Z, and you didn't give them that chance. And that's why I'm saying it's hard to date multiple people, because you're not giving the person a full chance to show them who they are. And you're comparing, you're trying to see, oh, which one is the most amusing to me at that time. You're not really looking at them and like, okay, this girl, I really like her because she's done this, because I put in all this work. It's more like, okay, I'm with the girl, she didn't really do what I wanted her to do, but the other girl did. So, I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this girl off, and then you cut that good girl off, and you just never know, because she wasn't the way you expected her to be at that time. And that's why I say I often wonder, like, these women who are sitting in their 40s and their 50s and their 60s, some of they still single. I'm like, well, what did you do wrong in your dating experience? Because it can't always be the other person. It can't always be that, oh, I didn't, I wasn't looking. I feel as though you talking about you don't want to settle, but you on your high horse. That's just me. Jay Dizzle. Most women have arterial motives, or arterial motives. That's what you meant, and hidden agendas. If most women will learn to be honest, besides lying about small shit, a person can respect you more and highly respect you as a person. But a poly relationship, by all means, to each his own. I agree with that, but that's not my thing. Switch Jackson. Shit, build a woman. I agree, build a woman. But it takes time. Quay. Some people just don't like putting all of their eggs in one basket when just talking or dating. Switch Jackson. I swear I wish it was possible. I mean, I think it is possible to build a woman up. I just think the woman has to be in the right mindset to want to build. And that sometimes can be the hard part of finding someone. And Quay, you're absolutely right. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, but how do you fully know a person if you haven't put in time and put in that work? You only dated this person for 4 months while talking to 2 other people. You're not going to know me in 2 dates, 90 days, or 6 months. You got to put me in all situations. And I think that's why I'm leery about dating multiple people. But I guess you don't want to put your eggs all in one basket, and you don't want to waste time. But that's hard, because either way, you're going to end up wasting time if the relationship fails. That's just my thoughts. Facts, Quay. Hey, I am a hopeless romantic, so I'm I'm a hopeless romantic when it comes to things like this. And I believe everyone has somebody out there for them. I just think sometimes we have to be patient and really listen to the person, which can be hard. Because we all want to be in love. We all want to have that special somebody. We all want to have somebody waking up and going to sleep next to. Like, it's that's what life should be about. Technically, like, that's how you procreate. I don't want to get into the it's supposed to be with a man and a woman, because I don't believe that. I think a woman and a woman can have and be great parents, and I can't wait to have that happen in my life. Quay, LOL. I wish they had a build a woman place, like they had a build a bear place, because these women are just IDK. LOL. I agree. I agree. I've met some interesting people. I've met people who told me that straight up they just want sex. And I have to give them credit, because the fact that you were honest and told me exactly what you wanted, I'm glad you told me that, because now I'm not wasting my time trying to invest and build something with you because all you wanted was sex. So that lets me know that this is not going to go any further, because I want something that's real. So it works out. Then versus having the person who is scheming and conniving and trying to manipulate you because all they want is sex, and you not knowing that actually think they care about you, but all they really wanted at the end of the day was your pants, because you have those type of people too. I don't know. It's just been interesting dating. I think everyone has somebody out there, but I just think it's impossible to fully get to know somebody if you're talking to several people. I get that you don't want to put your eggs in all in one basket. I get that you need to figure out who you are and how you want to be treated. And I get that, men do it too. But I think it's difficult. Jay Dizzle, sometimes it's scary to date, but you have to take chances, and you never know who is who nowadays. That's true. Because you can get, what's that word, catfished? You date somebody, they say they one way, and then you meet them like, you ain't nothing like your profile. You don't even like the person you put on this picture. Like, who the hell are you? So you can't get catfished even while dating. And I can say you can get catfished, not like with the image, but just like their personality. They can be one way, and then as time progresses, they like, oh, I'm your worst nightmare. Hello. I'm gonna stalk you. I'm gonna, come to your job, try to get you fired, and just because you even text me 2 hours ago talking about I love you. Like, you just never know who's crazy and that shit crazy. So I definitely agree with that. Okay. I need to get some sleep. It is my Friday. I want to play The Sims and work on some stories that I'm trying to work on. I actually would like to do, eventually I want to try to meet some women so that I can do a lesbian series on YouTube. That is my ultimate goal. Yes, that is my ultimate goal. So that's what I've been working on in secret, trying to get this script together, because I want to do this series, and I really want to do something that's not like the other ones that's out there. I want to do something that's different, like something that focuses on actual relationships, like that problem. So that's why I'm so focusing on dating, because I want to start a relationship from start to finish, and then have someone be in a relationship, and then let somebody come out of nowhere who's just like, oh, like, you say you don't date multiple people, but let's say you're dating somebody, and while you're dating this person, someone comes out and they're everything that you wanted to be, and you leave the person that you're currently dating because that was the one, because that happens too in life. As long as you're honest with the person, it's always gonna be a pain, because the person put in time and probably really did love you. But I really want to work on this series. Switch Jackson. Catfishing is so real. Quay. J Dizzle, I'm down with that. Switch Jackson. Shit, Cuzzo. I want to date 4 women at one time some year ago, and I played elimination by how I felt when I was around them, or if I could see myself with them. Are they willing to fight for me, etc.? Cool. But at the same time, you're playing elimination. You just still never know, because, like, what if you eliminate the girl who was actually for you, and you cut her off, and now you try to get back with her, like, nah, fuck you, because you cut me off. Like, that's why I say you can't do that. And then the lesbian community is so freaking small. I'm like, why would you want to put yourself in that situation where you dated all of these women and you start cutting them off, and then you go back and you try to go back to these women after you cut them off? They're not going to be willing to date you. That's why I say I want to take my time, because like at least I took one time. I realized we're not going to be together, and then I date the next person, because you just never know. Like I don't want to be like 60 years old talking about I'm still single and nobody loves me and all these women, ain't shit. And I just don't like getting that. I don't want to be bitter. I do not want to be bitter. Energy is everything, Jay Dizzle. Energy is everything. That's certainly true. But anywho, I am going to bed. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have to go to work in the morning, I hope you have a great work day. If you don't have to work tomorrow like me, enjoy your day off, because I am. Much love, peace, love, success. Stay motivated in life, whatever you're trying to do. This is Nico Shavani signing out from Lesbians Do It All. Love you. Night. Peace.